Hey guys, so I wanted to start a new series where I go through the gauntlets and give my opinion on them. This series will be called the Lost Gauntlets Review series. Now, to be fair, I have not beaten the Death Gauntlet, Doom Gauntlet, Castle Gauntlet, Universe Gauntlet, and I think there's probably one or two more. I do plan to beat those, and I will go in order. So the first Gauntlet, of course, is the Fire Gauntlet, and the first level in the Fire Gauntlet is Outer Space. Now, honestly, I have nothing against Outer Space. Like, it's a good level. I wouldn't say really good, but it's a good level, and it has a ton of downloads. Yeah, honestly, I don't really have anything against this level. The only thing that I have that really goes against it for me is the fact that it has literally nothing to do with the Fire Gauntlet. That is my only problem with it. It's not a bad level at all. The gameplay, besides the one or two clicks, is fine. It's an enjoyable level. It's just, it doesn't belong in the Fire Gauntlet whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure most of you agree with me. Outer Space, not really a bad level. Honestly, from scale 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 7. And the only reason I don't give it any higher is just because it's kind of a boring level and also doesn't belong in the Fire Gauntlet at all. So that takes off to 3 points. On to the next level. Overture isn't a bad level, although it does have some bad, like, movements and stuff. Specifically, how in certain parts of the level, there are the spike pillars that move very late, so you have like 2 seconds to react to them. And at that point, you could already be getting ready to die, and that is annoying. It doesn't really relate to fire at all. Like, there is nothing related to fire whatsoever, which makes no sense for why it would be in the Fire Gauntlet, just like Outer Space. Just all the complaints I really have. It's just the fact that it uses movements in the early 2.1 kind of way, which is, let's just say, not good, as most of you probably know, unless you just started playing the game, which I don't know what Rob Peck was thinking when he was making these gauntlets, but apparently he wasn't thinking straight, because he would have known not to put this in the gauntlet. I mean, like, just make a, I don't know, like, 1.9 modern gauntlet or something, and then put this level in. I'm not even sure if that's the right update for this, but Fire Gauntlet just does not work for this whatsoever. So, in total, I'd have to give this also a 7 out of 10. Next is Overture. Now, I'm not going to go on a rant again about how it's just like Overture in Outer Space, where it doesn't fit in the Fire Gauntlet whatsoever, because we all know already that almost none of these levels in the Fire Gauntlet do, so I'm just going to stop with that. And besides, I will let it slide slightly because the first quarter of the level is black and red, so it kind of fits just barely. Like, I know it turns to purple and stuff, but I mean, it gets a little bit of a pass. Still, though, it's also like all the others, where it's just modern deco, like it's that. I still don't know what to say. Like, I don't know how these levels are in this gauntlet, but they are. Now, I will say the first jump is highly annoying. Like, you have to jump into a jump. You shouldn't have to do that at all. The level's okay. It's a little unbalanced in some parts, but it's just, in general, like a mediocre level. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's just kind of in the middle. In total, I would probably give it a 7.2 out of 10. Just because it has a little bit of red in it. Shock is interesting, to say the least. I'm not, again, going to say that it has nothing really to do with fire, even though I want to so bad. But we have to start off with the very first click. What is it with 2 levels in a row starting where you have to jump into a jump? First, it was first race. Now, it's shock. Why do this? It does nothing but be annoying. The worst thing is that there's a speed change when you jump into the first jump. Besides that, there's also the fact, let's see, there's unnecessary speed changes throughout the entire level. Oh, and also, don't get me started on the random LOL transition in the near the very end of the level, which also makes it worse because it means that you can dive further into the level, which makes all of this even worse. So yeah, in total, Shock, you get a, let's see, 5.5 out of 10 for annoying gameplay, bad transitions. So the last level, Magmatic Sanctuary, it honestly isn't bad. It's actually probably the best out of all of the Gauntlet levels, except for Outer Space. Now, I will say there was an update to it that makes it, I would say, like, the same pretty much. A little bit better, maybe, which a lot of people probably disagree with me on that. It's decent level. The only problem that I have with it is probably near the end of the drop before the boss fight, where the gameplay just kind of gets sudden and awkward. But in total, like the beginning, the ship at the beginning, and then like everything after that, it's fine. The wave is fine. The UFO with the pink orbs, I mean, it's okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. The part that I said that's all sudden and with the awkward gameplay, honestly, I don't like at all. Really, like it just kind of it makes it worse and less enjoyable. Like the first part of the level is like, okay, this is I can get through this, and then it just gets to that part, and it's like, yeah, can we just be done with this now? Now, I will say one thing that I am glad that they changed in this level, the creator changed, is the fact that in the robot part where it slows down and speeds up, they got rid of it. So now all it does is you just walk and jump when you get to the other side instead of it like stopping and having to jump in between each one and there being no indications for it. So yeah, for this one, it's pretty decent level honestly. And even though they did change the boss fight up completely, like the direction, it's still not a bad boss fight. You just need to practice it once. I mean, that's just like all boss fights really. So there's not a big deal there. So in total, I'd probably give this 8 out of 10, just for the fact that most of the level is honestly not bad and quite enjoyable. It's only when it gets to the ending that it's pretty awkward. So yeah, in total, I'd give this an 8 out of 10. It would help me out a lot if in the comments you guys told me what I can improve for this series. This is the first episode, so there's some stuff that I could probably improve, most definitely improve. So in the comments, tell me what you guys think I could improve and change to make this series more enjoyable to watch. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the review on the Fire Gauntlet, which is the first review out of I don't even know how many gauntlets, and there are still more to come, so there's that too. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of the series, and I will see y'all later. See ya.